Hello, I am Carissa. Welcome to Carissa's Garden. I'm out here in a beautiful sunny winter day, but it feels like spring. The snow is melting, even though it looks like there's a pile of snow behind me, there is. But it is slowly and surely melting. So it definitely feels like we're in that transition of late winter, early spring. So I'm out here, some pruners, and I'm going to cut some evergreens for a transitional wreath. We are in Canada, in south central BC, zone 4B. So not blooms happening, just evergreens, and that's what we're gonna do. I picked up some faux blooms from Walmart, so I'm going to add those and see what happens. This will be my first wreath, so I'm excited to take you with me. This beautiful evergreen here hasn't been touched. The deer typically don't eat it, but since they're so desperate right now, they have resorted to eating the Oregon grape. But everyone needs a meal. So anyway, this underneath our maybe cypress is protected, and I guess they're lazy enough that they don't want to make the trek in. There's no pathway here. So yeah, this has been untouched by them, so I'll trim a little bit of this. There we go. Got some beautiful green with a little bit of red. This is Oregon grape. It's beautiful. Next, we are going to do, I'm walking in the snow. Next, we're going to do some pine. Spiky boughs are just so beautiful. So I'll cut some of those, and then maybe some juniper or fir. We also have Saskatoon berries, which are a beautiful red, the branches. For you south of the border, you call them serviceberry, I believe. But yeah, I think they might be a great addition. Hi, welcome back. I am Carissa from Carissa's Garden, and I'm going to try my hand at making a transitional wreath. So I feel like it is end of winter almost, and spring is just around the corner, but it still feels too early to decorate with flowers and Easter, you know, the bright pastel colors. So I have some evergreens that I cut out in the yard, and I'm going to put together my first wreath. I don't think it's entirely necessary, but I did purchase this little wreath form from the dollar store. So this will be my base. Yeah. There's not a lot to do out in the garden, I'm sure you're aware. So anything I can kind of get my hands on and keep me busy, and even smelling the juniper, it's beautiful. And the pine, can't forget about the pine. So I think I'm going to use the juniper for the majority of it. So I'm just going to cut. And I will weave through. I'm quite happy with that. That's just a fifth of the way. I probably have way too much juniper, but that's all right. We have probably 3 or 4 bushes in our secret garden, the area I showed you, but it just takes over. So those 3 or 4 branches are an unlimited source of beauty and pruning. The work involved is quite a lot, but I do appreciate that they keep the weeds down as well. A lot of people don't like junipers, but I don't mind them. They've got a purpose, in our yard at least. I feel like that's almost all. A little bit of bare spots, but I want to leave room in the frame for the other items. Yeah, not sure how I feel about it so far. Here's some pine. The simplicity of it just is really pleasing to the eye. Quite nice. So I'm going to feed it through just to give it the added structure I think it needs. As I'm not using wire. I maybe should be. Whoa. That's big. I'm the type of person that's pretty carefree and relaxed about certain things, so I think I'll just make it work. I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. I feel like there's a lot of evergreen, so I'm gonna pause on the evergreen minus the Oregon grape, because I don't want it to be too full. You know what? I just thought about all the wind we have, or any amount of wind will not be conducive to keeping this wreath more than an hour. So I think I will stabilize it with some wire or something after. But I feel pretty happy about how it looks so far. I like the Oregon grape in there. There's only 3 of them, but I quite like that. So I also picked up some moss. I don't know if I'm feeling the moss. I feel like the moss is more wintry than spring, and like I said, it's more of a transitional wreath. So I think I also picked up some faux greenery, which I usually do not like, but this, maybe I'm just so craving the beauty of spring. I compromised and thought, sure, faux blooms it is. So anyway, I think I'm gonna add some of these because they do add a bit of life. Okay. Not bad for my first wreath. Like I said, I'm going to reinforce it before I hang it on my door, but I'm quite happy with that. I might get rid of some of these Oregon grape leaves that don't look so great. Maybe replace them with some less brown ones. Yeah, but I'm quite happy with that. All right, here it is. I think, if I do say so myself, I nailed the transitional late winter, early spring wreath. I'm pretty happy with it. I did reinforce it and add a little bit more. We'll see how it holds up. Like I said, it's my first one. I might need to play with it, but I'm really excited to have sort of a base. And then when it does get a little bit warmer out, I can add a little bit more color and just kind of adapt it as the season changes. Yeah, the evergreens tend to last quite long outside, so yeah, they should be good. And the faux ones are not a problem at all either. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.